My fellow people of honor, it is my pleasure to wish you a happy new year and a year of bountiful blessings. More importantly, I am delighted to thank God together with you that by His grace and mercy, we are today counted amongst the living privileged to see the year 2013. You would recollect that the year 2012 was christened the year of delivery. Delivery was the mantra that informed the programming and policy thrust of our administration. We devoted much attention to programs and policies aimed at entrenching sound and free qualitative health and education services, maximum support for human capital development, laying a solid industrial base to stimulate the economy, and create a friendly environment to attract investors to our state. This administration sought to address in concrete and pragmatic terms all variables required to stimulate economic growth through responsible governance and practical developmental efforts. Our focus was clear and the approach yielded positive dividends. I'm happy to say, without being immodest, that our objectives have been substantially achieved. Though the outgoing year was not without its challenges, we remained focused. Though we had cause to differ with certain segments of the society on a number of issues, we kept our faith. And though we had to make painful decisions in the long-term interest of the common good, we stayed the course. We stayed true to our virtue of resilience, and together we delivered. Everywhere you turn in our state today, you see physical evidence of government efforts in our communities. We have been able to touch the lives of the general masses and delivered on the targets we set for ourselves at the beginning of the year. To the glory of God, 2012 was indeed our year of delivery. However, this administration's humble achievements could not have been possible without the buy-in and support of the good people of Ekiti at home and abroad. That is why, in line with our administration's agenda, number one, governance, participatory governance, we continue to pursue inclusion, transparency, and accountability through our participatory governance framework. In the course of the preparation of the 2012 budget, we toured the nooks and crannies of our state, seeking the input of stakeholders in determining the priority areas. We also carried all and sundry along in the implementation and monitoring of our programs and policies. Therefore, we're pleased to share the widespread commendation that this administration has received from far and near with the good people of Ekiti. By God's grace, the victory shall continue to be ours collectively, while all the glory goes to God in this collective rescue mission. The year 2013 is upon us. Consistent with this administration's character, we have prepared extensively and consulted widely towards building upon our developmental accomplishments in the new year. Just like the 2012 budget, our 2013 budget was developed with input from stakeholders across the board. It is my pleasure to announce to you that following the Ekiti State House of Assembly's review of this administration's budget, proposal, and the subsequent passage of the appropriation law, I officially assented to say today, making the crucial document operational from day one in the fiscal year 2013. At this juncture, it is my pleasure to announce to you the theme that shall guide this administration's activities in the new year. This is also expected to be a source of motivation to Ekiti as we pursue excellence and fulfillment in our individual endeavors. 2013 shall be for us our year of empowerment and consolidation. I invite all and sundry to widely publicize this so that our people at home and abroad will join us in not only believing this is possible, but working hard to ensure every Ekiti man, woman, boy or girl is empowered to live life to the fullest and fulfill his or her destiny, and that we consolidate on our collective achievements so that Ekiti's steady progress is immune from reversal now and in the future. In line with our theme of empowerment and consolidation, this administration's broad focus areas in the year 2013 will include empowerment of rural communities through the expansion of community development initiatives, commitment to the completion of all critical ongoing capital projects that are central to the 8-point agenda, increasing the effectiveness and functionality of the health sector with a view to improving the quality of healthcare delivery services, improvement in socioeconomic infrastructure such as rural, urban and peri-urban roads, rural and urban water supply, and rural electrification, wealth creation through the provision of a conducive environment for job creation, youth and women empowerment, improvement in the quality and functionality of education, provision of enabling environment for food security and agro-based industries with immense private sector participation, aggressive pursuit of making Ekiti the preferred destination in Nigeria for tourists, maintenance of efficient, effective and well-motivated public service for enhanced productivity, radical expansion of the internal revenue base through pragmatic and sustainable approaches, and finally, sustenance of good governance through budget discipline, transparency and probity in the utilization of public funds. In pursuit of empowering our people to make poverty history in Ekiti in 2013, this administration shall create a full-fledged ministry that will bring together community development, rural development, cooperative services, and social mobilization, and will be charged with the responsibility of coordinating all of our wealth creation strategies and empowerment principles at the grassroots. This ministry will take full responsibility for interfacing with towns unions, with local cooperatives, with rural integration and social mobilization at the grassroots level. In addition to this, other necessary structural adjustments will be made in order to ensure a more responsive approach to the yearnings of our people. Also, this administration shall leverage the feedback we have received concerning our programs and policies to further strengthen them to be more relevant in meeting the needs of the people. However, most assuredly, with the sustained support of the honorable people of Ekiti, we would continue the dogged pursuit of the fulfillment of the 8-point agenda of this administration. In 2013, we will continue our regular interactive sessions with Ekiti people in a bid to keep all abreast of government's activities. We will continue our social security program that pays a monthly stipend of 5,000 naira to all registered elderly people in the state who are above the age of 65. We would also increase the catchment of those covered under this program that currently caters for over 20,000 senior citizens. The administration shall also continue to stimulate economic development by fast-tracking the conclusion of all ongoing road projects and initiating new ones in order to make all parts of Ekiti accessible. In the context of infrastructure, this administration shall continue with our urban renewal program that is rapidly modernizing and beautifying our dear state. Though the state capital, Ekiti, remains the first point of attention, we're extending our focus on township roads construction to the old divisional headquarters, namely Ikere Ekiti, Ikole Ekiti, and Ijero Ekiti. Rural electrification, water supply, and community development would also continue to receive a lot of attention in our efforts to ease the burden of life and living for millions of our citizens. A major priority of government in 2013 is the restructuring of the Public Works Corporation, with a view to maintaining all the new roads being constructed in the state in a sustainable manner. We shall launch our Operation Zero Potholes in the state early in the year, with the Public Works Corporation given the mandate and the resources to make potholes history on all our major roads. In the agriculture sector, there are several initiatives that we have embarked upon to ensure transformation of that sector. And all of these initiatives will cumulatively revolutionize not only the agricultural sector, but also the overall economy of our state, particularly the attraction of commercial agricultural players in large-scale farming and processing. For instance, Datco, Agco, Food Concepts, VeggieFresh, and Jill Flour, commercial agricultural operators, have all become active in our state, and in the year 2013, more evidence of their involvement will become clear. Concretely, the year will witness the establishment of 2 rice processing mills and 1 cassava processing plant in the state in partnership with the federal government. 2013 will also see the takeoff of the State College of Agriculture. Although the thrust of our agriculture policy is the encouragement of commercial operators to invest in the state, this is not to be accomplished at the detriment of our smallholder farming population. Indeed, we want to ensure and guarantee complementarity between the large-scale commercial producers and our smallholder farming population. As a state recognized for our pedigree in education, our efforts have been focused on the transformation of the education sector and human capital development. Our target is that by 2014, we not only maintain the free and compulsory education for students in Ekiti schools, from primary up to senior secondary schools, we will also ensure that every student in our public secondary school has a computer on his or her desk, while also creating special initiatives for physically challenged students and a sports academy for gifted youth. So far, we have surpassed our target milestones, having distributed 33,000 units of laptops to students and 18,000 units to teachers. Equally, we have renovated virtually all our dilapidated school buildings and have distributed sporting equipment worth millions of naira to secondary schools in the state. In 2013, we are forging ahead in meeting our overall target of achieving functionality and relevance. I'd like to assure all stakeholders in the sector, particularly our noble teachers, that government is sincere in all its intervention moves on improving teacher quality. The place of the teachers is sacred, more importantly because of its commanding effect in the lives of the children, which invariably means the future of our state. It is therefore too expensive to play politics with the lives of these innocent children. Teaching is a critical profession that is held in high esteem all over the world. This is the same high consideration that this government holds the profession. There is, however, a compelling demand on all of us to join hands to build the cracks we all notice in the walls of our education edifice. The government in the new year will prioritize the training needs of the teachers to enable them improve on the service delivery and ensure that the Quality Assurance Agency, which was signed into law in 2012, begins full operations. Equally, government will intensify current efforts at quality improvement in the state tertiary institutions, particularly Ekiti State University, Ekiti State College of Education, Ikere, and the College of Health Technology, Ijero Ekiti. In the area of health care services, we believe that health is wealth. We have provided free medical services for children, pregnant women, senior citizens, and the physically challenged in Ekiti State, Nigeria in the last 2 years. We have also increased the immunization coverage in the state, strengthened the state emergency services, thereby expanding medical assistance to needy patients across the state, and bolstering the state's capacity for effective healthcare delivery. We have expended resources on the Ekiti State University Teaching Hospital, and no fewer than 400,000 Ekiti citizens have benefited from the free health missions that cover all ages. In 2013, we will continue with these programs and ensure wider coverage. We would also embark on a series of enlightenment campaigns to encourage our people to adopt healthier lifestyles and know how to detect life-threatening diseases early for swift medical intervention. To this end, in 2013, we will be renovating public primary health facilities in the state, making them equipped and conducive not only for treatment, but to cover the broad spectrum of primary health services. including counseling, health education, etc. We have concluded plans for the comprehensive renovation of all the 20 specialist and general hospitals, the construction of mother and child hospitals in the 3 senatorial districts, as well as 35 basic health centers across the state in 2013. 2 new general hospitals will be built in the 2 local government headquarters without general hospitals now, Ilawe and Ekiti, while the Obade Jugbe General Hospital Complex, hitherto abandoned under the previous administration, will be completed by the first half of 2013. In 2013, with our focus on preventive medicine, inclined programs and policies, we would further impact on the health-related human development indices in Ekiti, which in many cases is currently far above the national average, by introducing the community health insurance scheme in the state to ensure sustainability of our free health program to the vulnerable segments of our population. We would, however, not neglect our tertiary health facilities, but reinforce their capacity to provide competitive healthcare services. Our efforts to jumpstart industrial development in Ekiti State, Nigeria, has led to the creation of technology and industrial parks for small and medium-scale enterprises, the establishment of microcredit facilities, and the development of agro-allied and solid mineral sectors of the local economy. The signal achievements of the administration in this area include the establishment of the Fountain Holdings Limited, a special purpose investment vehicle which manages the investment portfolio of the state and represents the government in public-private partnerships, as well as the Ekiti State Enterprise Development Agency, which is charged with encouraging, promoting, and coordinating investment activities in the state and thus stimulating economic growth. These 2 institutions, the new company and the agency, have started yielding magnificent results in the efforts towards the industrialization of Ekiti State. Concretely, 2 moribund industrial facilities, Irebon Bricks Factory, non-functional in the last 21 years, and Odua Enterprise Center, formerly Odua Textiles, equally comatose in the last 23 years, have come back to life. These developments will expand the state's resources, provide numerous job opportunities for the citizens, and encourage the acquisition of new skills by workers, and ultimately enlarge the middle class in the state. In 2013, the impact of these steps will be felt more tangibly by all and sundry. All the above are complemented by the massive investment that our administration is making in the area of tourism. The administration's goal is to make Ekiti State, Nigeria, the most attractive destination for relaxation and holidays. In the light of this, we are developing what we call a tourism corridor in the state. This traverses the length and breadth of Efon, Okemesi, Ikogosi, Ipole, Iloro. And I'm excited by the news coming from Ikogosi, the Warm and Cold Spring Tourist Center, which has undergone an unprecedented turnaround, including the redesigning of the whole landscape with the construction of villa chalets and an amphitheater. The first phase of this new look Ikogosi Tourist Center, which will attract both national and international tourists, has been commissioned during the 2nd anniversary celebrations. The test run of some segments of the resort, which was made open to the general public during the Christmas and New Year festivities, has convinced gainsayers that this government means business. And yes, the tourism corridor, especially Ikogosi resorts, will be open fully for business in the first quarter of 2013. This development signals a win-win situation for all stakeholders, especially the many small businesses that will leverage the increased traffic of tourism with considerable disposable income. In 2013 alone, we expect no fewer than 100,000 tourists in Ikogosi. Our administration will continue to champion the cause of gender equity and empowerment of women by providing access to social, economic, and political opportunities that will make them enjoy full rights and privileges as citizens of the state and the country. Being the first state to sign into law the Gender-Based Violence Prohibition Bill, and also the first state to domesticate the National Gender Policy, we have created the level playing ground with appropriate programs, policies, and legislations to ensure and guarantee gender equity. In 2013, we shall continue to assist women and children, including educating women on reproductive health, providing financial assistance to boost economic activities of women at the grassroots, supporting couples with multiple births, helping women in skills acquisition and leadership training. We shall consolidate on this and do even more to cater adequately not only to our female folks, but also all vulnerable segments of our society. We particularly place high priority on the welfare of our labor force and shall continue to support our workers in all ramifications to contribute maximally to the growth and development of their state. This is the reason behind the full implementation of the new minimum wage of 19,300 naira in Ekiti State, even though the national minimum wage is 18,000 naira. We shall continue this in 2013 and also continue to support any scheme that would improve the welfare of the entire workforce, including housing and car loans and other types of facilities. It is important for me to assure you all that the state government will continue to provide the enabling environment for all citizens and residents to pursue their legitimate businesses in an atmosphere of congenial peace. It is common knowledge for all of us that society thrives more and attracts higher economic growth when there is peace and security. The government will ensure that the prevailing peaceful coexistence of the residents are sustained throughout the state. Consequently, the State Peace Corps will become operational in the new year to complement the efforts of the regular law enforcement agencies to bring criminal activities to the barest minimum. Fellow compatriots, I am genuinely worried by the inadequacy of decent houses for our people. Many have continually found it difficult to own their own houses, even among the public servants, in spite of the fact that they have access to loan in Ekiti State. Some Shylock landlords and dubious property developers have cashed in on this situation, resulting in unwholesome practices. The government has therefore concluded plans to set up a program to be known as Homes Agenda, with the sole aim of providing 5,000 new homes across the state. The program will coordinate the efforts of various stakeholders in the sector, including engagement of the private sector through public-private partnership arrangements. It will also include completion of the state urban and regional master plan for best effect. This is a demonstration of the commitment of this administration to providing affordable housing for all. Ekiti, you would agree with me that the year 2013 is indeed going to be a year of empowerment and consolidation. That is not to say we will not encounter incidental challenges. I'm, however, confident that by the grace of God and the unity of purpose of us all, we shall overcome any challenges that we may encounter in the course of the year. I count on the understanding and support of you all to achieve our set targets for the common good. I also expect your constructive criticism and feedback through appropriate channels. We will continue to strive to surpass our very high standards of responsive governance as we encourage you to continue to hold us accountable. As in the words of our anthem, Awa Ekiti, Atikmarapo, we will continue to be united and pursue a common purpose. As the people join together by divine providence to call the land of honor home, our generation has celebrated our common heritage by following in the footsteps of our ancestors, strengthening the bond of unity amongst us, making us one of the most culturally homogeneous people in the world today. For this reason, it is incumbent upon us, at major milestones in time, to to robustly engage ourselves in forging a common vision and mission, to put us in good stead to overcome the challenges ahead and maximally exploit the opportunities before us. This point in time, as we embrace the year 2013, offers us such an opportunity. My fellow honorable people of Ekiti State, I welcome you to the year 2013, our year of empowerment and consolidation. Thank you for listening. May God bless and keep you. May God bless and prosper Ekiti State. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Ekiti Agbeao.